How many times have you been eating something delicious, looked down at those big, sad puppy eyes, and asked yourself, just a little bite won't hurt, right? As a veterinarian with over a decade in the emergency room, I can tell you that the answer, tragically, is sometimes wrong. We as humans express our love through food. But you must understand this. Human bodies and dog bodies are built completely differently. Things we eat every day can be a fatal poison to them. Every single week, I see dogs fighting for their lives in my clinic because of one harmless bite of human food given by a loving, well-meaning owner who simply didn't know the hidden danger. Today, that ends. I am revealing the 5 everyday human foods that you must stop feeding your dog before it's too late. And make sure you stay until the very end, because food number 5 is something you likely have sitting in your pantry right now, and it can actually cause temporary paralysis in your dog. But before we dive into the list, I have a quick question for you. What is the one human food you sneak to your dog under the table? Don't worry, this is a judgment-free zone. Drop a comment right now and let me know. I'm Dr. Emma, and this is where we stop making innocent mistakes and start making informed decisions. Let's get straight to it. Let's start with a classic dog treat, peanut butter. But I am not talking about all peanut butter that has silent killer hiding in your pantry. I'm talking about any peanut butter containing xylitol. Xylitol is an artificial sweetener used in many sugar-free or diet products. Lately, companies have started renaming it on their labels. You might see it listed as birch sugar or birch bark extract. To you, it's just a low-calorie sweetener, but a dog's body mistakes it for real sugar. When your dog eats it, their pancreas releases a massive sudden surge of insulin. This causes their blood sugar to crash to low levels within just 10 to 60 minutes. It causes seizures and rapid liver failure. I once had a frantic owner rush in their golden retriever because the dog chewed a single pack of sugar-free gum left in a purse. Thank goodness they brought him in immediately and we were able to save him, but it was incredibly close. Your mission is now to become an obsessive label detective. If it says sugar-free, put it back. Keep purses zipped up and off the floor. This next one is non-negotiable. Grapes and raisins, and that includes xanthocurrants and sultanas, can cause sudden, catastrophic kidney failure in dogs. Recent scientific studies suggest the culprit is likely a compound inside the grape called tartaric acid. Here's what makes them so terrifying. The toxicity is not dose-dependent. What does that mean? Eat just 2 grapes and go into kidney failure, while a tiny chihuahua might eat 5 and be fine. We don't know why some dogs are more sensitive than others, which means giving them even 1 grape is literally playing Russian roulette with your dog's kidneys. And remember, raisins are just dehydrated grapes. Watch out for raisins hiding in everyday foods like oatmeal cookies, bagels, and trail mix. If your dog eats a grape, do not wait and see. Call your vet immediately. Onions, garlic, leeks, and chives all belong to the allium family. You might think, I'd never feed my dog a raw onion. But where does this toxin hide in plain sight? Powder. Onion powder and garlic powder. They are in your takeout broth, your soup mixes, your gravy, your seasoned leftover chicken. The toxins in these plants, specifically N-propyl disulfide, cause oxidative damage to your dog's red blood cells. To put it simply, it's like rust forming on a car. The red blood cells become brittle and burst, leading to severe, life-threatening anemia where their body can't transport oxygen. This is a silent danger. Your dog might eat a seasoned piece of steak on a Monday, and you might not see the symptoms, pale gums and rapid breathing, until Thursday. You must be vigilant and stop feeding heavily seasoned human table scraps. All right, you've learned about our first 3 hidden killers. Now, let's put your new knowledge to the test. I call this the Spot the Toxin Challenge. Look closely at this image. I see at least 4 potentially life-threatening items for a dog on this counter. Pause this video right now and write down in the comments which ones you think are the dangers. I'll wait. Okay, are you ready? Let's break it down. First, the sugar-free gum. This is a classic hiding spot for xylitol. It's extremely dangerous. Second, the trail mix. Double danger. The raisins, as we know, are toxic to the kidneys. And we haven't even talked about chocolate yet, but we will. The M&Ms are another threat. Third, the head of garlic. That's a member of the toxic allium family. And finally, that bar of Baker's chocolate, which is one of the most potent forms of chocolate for dogs. How did you do? Let me know. This exercise proves a critical point. Our homes are filled with these items. Constant vigilance is your dog's only protection. This is a double danger, especially around holidays and BBQs. Let strip with fat you trim off your steak, piece of bacon. Giving your dog a sudden, high-fat overworks their pancreas. This triggers pancreatitis, where the pancreas gets so inflamed it literally starts digesting its own tissue. It is agonizingly painful and often requires days of hospitalization on IV fluids. Now, for the bone attached to that meat. Never feed cooked bones. The cooking process dries them out and makes them brittle. When a dog chews a cooked bone, it splinters like glass, which can easily puncture their esophagus, stomach, or intestines. I have performed emergency surgery too many times to count to remove cooked bone fragments. It is not worth the risk. This brings us to number 5. They are incredibly popular in cookies and holiday treats, but macadamia nuts are specifically toxic to a dog's nervous system. Within 12 hours of eating macadamia nuts, a dog will often start vomiting, develop a fever, and experience complete weakness or temporary paralysis in their hind legs. They might literally be unable to stand up. While it is rarely fatal if treated by a vet, it is an absolute nightmare of a scare for any pet parent. Keep those white chocolate macadamia nut cookies far out of reach. Now, I know exactly what some of you are thinking as you watch this. You're thinking, come on, Dr. Emma, my old dog Sparky left over spaghetti with onions all the time and lived to be 16. I hear this in my clinic every day. Let me address this head on. This is called survivor's bias, and it is one of the most dangerous ways to think about your pet's safety. Just because one dog got lucky does not make the poison safe. It's the exact same logic as saying, my grandpa smoked a pack a day and lived to be 90, so smoking must be safe. We know that's not true. When you feed your dog these foods, you are unknowingly playing a game of Russian roulette with their health. My job is to take the bullet out of the chamber for you. I didn't make this video to scare you, I made it to empower you. You don't need to stop sharing moments with your dog. You just need to swap the dangerous foods for safe ones like baby carrots, apple slices without the core and seeds, or plain green beans. But what if the worst happens? You need a plan. Immediately call your veterinarian or the ASPCA Animal Poison Control Hotline. Let's expand on this, because in an emergency, having a plan is everything. This is your survival guide. Step 1, confine your pet. Immediately secure your dog in a safe space, away from the toxin, to prevent them from eating any more. Step 2, collect the evidence. Do not throw away the packaging. Grab the wrapper, the container, the plant clipping, whatever it was. This information is priceless for the veterinarian or poison control expert to determine the exact ingredients and toxicity level. Take the call. You call your vet. Have this information ready. Your dog's weight, what they ate, how much they ate, and when they ate it. Answer their questions calmly. Step 4. Do not freelance. Do not give your dog salt, hydrogen peroxide, milk, or anything else unless specifically instructed. Always wait for vet instructions. For some toxins, inducing vomiting can cause far more damage. Follow their instructions to the letter. I highly recommend you take a screenshot of this plan. A Vetsimer number on your fridge, right now. Having this information ready can be the difference between a minor incident and a tragedy. You are your dog's first line of defense. By knowing these dangers and having a plan, you have just become a better, more prepared pet parent. Now that you know exactly what not to put in your dog's bowl, it's time to learn the one miracle ingredient you should be adding. If you want to melt away tartar within 24 hours without ever wrestling your dog with a toothbrush again, click the video on your screen right now. If this video helped you, hit subscribe and I'll see you over in that